This is Taylor Fritz. He is currently 11 in the world and has a career high of 5. He has won some massive tournaments, including Indian Wells, which is a Masters 1000, and the tournament I was hitting at in Eastbourne, he has won 3 times. It's not often that you get to hit with the world number 11. I actually got to play with him 3 times. He requested 2 hitters and it actually worked out quite nicely. It was good to see how he warmed up before his matches, especially with him being the winner. You just want to take away everything that you can. He didn't try to overcomplicate, kept it very simple, sticking to the basics, and I guess that's what makes the top guys the top, you know. They do the basics so well, they don't try to do too much. We were hitting down the middle here, and he was the biggest hitter I've hit with so far in all my life. He hits it so big, especially on the grass. I think it really highlights that, the way that the ball just was striking through the court, and the way he was hitting it so heavy with all the spin. It wasn't just flat. You know, he got a lot of racket head speed, so every time it bounced, it wasn't really coming in the slot. It was always unpredictable, and it's really hard to do that. So, you know, you can see why he is a top player.
I was really striking the ball well here. I think it was the pace he was giving me that I was just able to, I guess, absorb and redirect, and that's my game style too, so it kind of fitted really well. I wasn't having to generate, kind of keep low with the ball and really just steer the power he was using back into the court. It was really incredible just the way he was able to get so much weight on his shot. It really ploughed through the court each time, and you wouldn't look at his technique and think it's anything flashy, but it just goes to show that like technique doesn't mean anything. You know, he can be a bit swipey, he can be a bit lazy sometimes with the movement and the swing. I guess that's how it looks anyway, but the effectiveness of his shot is unreal. His serves were definitely the biggest serves I've ever had to deal with. You see that backhand just there that I'd hit, that was really, really nice. I remember hitting that at the time. That's probably the most powerful backhand I've hit. But yeah, his serve is incredible. It's so powerful, but then he flicks it at the end. You can see here, he like throws it up and he has like a bit of a flick, and that just generates that tiny bit of spin, and you can really feel that. It looks like it's coming in flat towards you, but you find out soon enough when it hits your strings, it has that heaviness to it because he's generated that tiny bit of racket head speed. And he was very good at disguising it too. I couldn't really read ever where he was going. I was having to guess. The only time that I knew where he was serving is when he'd tell me where he was going. Apart from that, it was a pure guess game. And you can see why he's able to hold serve so well, because he's got one of the best serves, I think.
I actually spoke to a member in his team, and he happened to have a Head Speed Pro racket just like the one I've got, but his was a pro stock, so I was very intrigued. And what that basically means is it's been modified with, and there's lead tape inside, so it's a heavier racket. I tried it out and it played very well. I mean, that added weight, you can really feel the power, and when you connect with the strings and really time it, the shot is wonderful. But if you mistime it and don't connect with the strings properly, it hits the sides of the racket, doesn't quite hit that sweet spot, you feel it more, it doesn't quite connect the same. So it's a balance really, and whenever you tamper with a racket, you're always compromising, aren't you? And you may get more power, but then you're going to have less racket head speed, less manoeuvrability. So you kind of have to fit it to your needs. I have weight in mine, but only in the handle at the moment. I think I need added weight to mine because I'm a counterpunch, and when the ball has been smacked at me, the frame doesn't feel stable enough.
but it was very interesting. I couldn't serve with the racket at all. It was so heavy that I couldn't get the speed because it was in the 350 gram range, so it's very heavy.
With the serving, I had to stand further inside. The coach explained why, and they wanted to give Fritz a harder time returning so that in the match it feels easier with the returns. And you can see he's struggling with a few of them here. It's tough because I'm standing a few steps in and I'm going for it,